So this course primarily introduces students to study health policymaking from a political perspective. A lot of the material that students will study in their degrees are about generating evidence or identifying evidence that might inform a health outcome. But what Introduction to Health Policy and Politics does is it gets students to think about why or how certain decisions are made, why or how certain pieces of evidence are used or ultimately not used in the political process. Students who come from primarily a health background will find that this introduces concepts from the political sciences and public policy concepts that they can use to understand why or how health policy decisions are made. So you'll be engaging with ideas such as who are the key stakeholders in policy making, how is power exercised in decision making, and how do particular political institutions or structures shape the decisions that get made or don't get made. Students who do come from a social science background or who have a background in political science will find that this course allows them to apply some of those concepts or engage in some greater depth of those concepts to contemporary health policy issues. So I would say that students who have no social science background in particular find it incredibly interesting to think about health policymaking from a social science perspective. Many of them will not have asked questions before about why or how policy decisions come about. They simply take it for granted or assume that when there's abundant evidence of a health policy problem, that action should follow. So this really introduces students from that kind of background to the thinking that we tend to do in the social sciences. For students who do have a social science background or who have degrees in or have studied political science, this allows them to apply those ideas that they've studied before, perhaps engage with some new ones specifically to health policy problems. Ultimately, this course is about real-world decision making. We recognize that health decisions are made within political environments. That means they're made within situations where people have competing values, competing interests, and competing goals, and they're also made within political decision-making institutions which have their own rules, their own networks of individuals involved. And so what this course aims to do is to try and reflect on health policy decision-making with those ideas in mind.